Manyora. Today we are having this conversation from
William Ruto sent me when he removed me from office. He banished me to a village.
You were banished to Wamunyoro.
I was banished to a village called Wamunyoro.
It looks like it was a blessing.
Then, as the saying goes,
yes,
when the seed dies, it flourishes. Wamunyoro has grown from a little-known village
to a national address.
To a national address, and in the center of every conversation. That's how God works. God works miracles. There are men who are supposed to be dead, forgotten in 2 weeks,
yes,
banished back to the village, into oblivion, and
has turned the village into the center of the country.
Has turned the village into the center of Kenyan political dispensation. And from this little-known village,
yes,
there before, the liberation of Kenya is being arranged here, and the formation of the sixth administration is being planned from here.
This little known, it reminds me of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yes.
He was from a little island called Corsica, and say from this little island,
right, right,
there shall emerge a man,
yeah,
to be king or emperor of
I want to tell the people of Kenya,
yes,
confidently, undoubtedly,
yes,
that the liberation of this great republic is forthcoming. The darkest hour is just before dawn.
Just before dawn.
This is a very blessed village, and many good things and tidings have come from this village and this home. President Uhuru Kenyatta and I have come a long way,
yes,
and when he didn't make it against Mwai Kibaki in 2002,
yes,
we did a lot of consultations in this home, in this little village.
Yes.
And we planned, we strategized, and he became the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya. President William Ruto was a frequent visitor to this home. He came here for blessings, strategy and advice.
Prayers from Bishop.
Prayers from Reverend Dorcas. I'll show you the photographs he took in this home.
Yes.
And in this little village, this blessed home, his journey towards becoming the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya started here, and it came to be. That's why I'm so confident that the sixth administration we born from here, and we are working hard. You have found the place is extremely busy. I can't cope with visitors. Mama boys is
Maasai people here. They have just left, and I was asking them jokingly. Some who know me, many of them are my fans.
Yeah.
Manyora, how are you? And let's take pictures and everything. I said, please share what you have been given. Kama mmerushiwa kitu simoni kumbuke. They say here we bring things. We don't come for money from here.
This is like Gatundu during Kenyatta's time.
Yeah, we don't.
When Jomo Kenyatta, before he became president, yes, of the Republic of Kenya in 1863, people from this region and elsewhere trooped to Gatundu,
yes,
to take sheep and goats to Mr. Jomo Kenyatta,
yes,
to take him money, yes, to move around,
yes,
and fight for independence.
Yes.
History is repeating itself.
Yes.
This Wamunyoro, I don't spend a cent.
They have told me.
The cattle are brought here in hundreds, goats and sheep, chicken, bananas, arrowroots, cassava, rice, beans, all sorts of foodstuffs, and money as well. by people who support what I do to liberate this country.
Yes.
This home cooking starts at 2 a.m. every day, up to late at night, because in an African setup, a king must feed his visitors and feed them well.
Feed them
and
well.
In fact, I have told many young leaders that one of the bare minimum requirement for you to aspire for leadership is the ability and capacity to feed visitors. Because it's an African way of
Because
life.
you are a leader.
Because you are a leader.
Yes.
When people go to see their leader, their king, they are fed and fed well, because that's what leadership is all about in African context.
Yes.
So my supporters understand that. They know I don't have a job. I was sacked. I don't have a salary. I have no insurance. I have nothing.
Yes.
Literally, all my businesses were stopped. They know I have no means. But the people of Kenya support my activities.
They support.
If I don't come here for a week, food will go bad. Food will get rotten. There's just too much food brought by people. Bananas, sugarcane, what? So we have to keep on feeding people, because it's too much food in this home.
So we must also be lucky to be in this home.
Oh, there you eat and eat and you are feeling.
Yeah, and we are going to eat and we must already thank you, and on behalf of the viewers, I understand we have started with about 300, 400 people viewing. Please push it to 1,000. Share so that we get to 1,000 as we move on, and 2,000 and 3,000. Now we are moving at 1,000. Please, let's get there. Mheshimiwa.
Yes, Professor.
Yesterday, President William Samoei Arap Ruto addressed the nation on what he called securing our prosperity. I will be asking you about what this means, and whether, as President Ruto says, we have already secured the foundation of our democracy. He says, let's deal with development, with prosperity, because when it comes to democracy, that one we have secured. I'll be asking you about that. But first, you seem to preempt what he was going to say.
Professor,
because you talked to Kenyans and told them this man is about to say this in the evening.
One of the responsibilities I've been given by the people of Kenya is to caution them from lies and deception by William Ruto. And because Kenyans know I know him well, I was his deputy, I helped him to become president. I understand him, and I'm a man with an ear on the ground. I know many things. And Kenyans have asked me to always caution them when they are about to be deceived. So yesterday morning, I got information from my sources. I have many sources.
And I'll be asking you, because people ask.
I was in government for many years. I joined government at the age of 23. And I understand government. And had William Ruto allowed me to help him run his government, he will not be where he is. And this country will not be in dogs. This country will be flourishing, and there will be prosperity, because I understand government. He doesn't. So many people are very concerned about what is happening in the country, especially the civil service. William Ruto has lost the entire civil service. They are not with him. Because they are patriotic men and women who mean well for this country. They are people who have been around when this country was getting on its feet. And they feel terrible when they see the country going down at a very high speed. And they have taken it upon themselves to always alert me, to alert the people of Kenya where there is danger. So yesterday was such a day where William Ruto had planned something to divert attention and con the people of Kenya that he is up to some vision. And they gave me the details, and I decided to prepare the people of Kenya in advance so that they don't fall into the deception. You know, our people have been deceived. I included. Our bishops, our pastors, we were deceived. We followed this man without knowing that it was a con, it was deceptive. And therefore, I have a responsibility as a leader in this country. It's my civic duty when I see William Ruto trying to con the people of Kenya to alert them And that's what I did yesterday. And Kenyans were very happy. I've received many calls. I've seen what is going on online. He tried to change the title of the vision. It was supposed to be 2060. When I talked about it, he changed it into post-2030 vision. He changed it interchangeably with a long-term vision, yes. But it was all the same. He didn't have sufficient time to change the context of what he had wanted to say. But he was still saying the same thing, that the people are going to have a conversation around democracy, around development. It's all hogwash. Because you know, Professor, when you are in office, you don't tell people about vision.
You work.
You first deliver your manifesto. The things you promise the people of Kenya, you first deliver that before you can tell them about 2060. I think it is very, it's ridiculing the people of Kenya when you are in office. Yes. You have been 4 years in office. He'll be 4 years next, not this month, yeah. In 10 days, he'll be 4 years. Instead of telling people what you have done and what you intend to do.
And then that you intend to build on that.
Yeah. You start telling them about Vision 2060. These are people whose pay slips have been raided, people who have no purchasing power. These are people whose businesses have collapsed. These are people who are under siege from KRA. These are people who are being auctioned for non-payment of pending bills. These are people whose houses have been demolished. These are people whose businesses have been attacked by goons. These are churchgoers who are in fear of attack by goons. These are people doing businesses in Nairobi, and goons are all over the streets. These are people you need to address their real issues.
You can't talk about
a vision. I mean, it's very insulting to the people of Kenya who are struggling with all manner of problems. SHA is not working. People are having harambes every weekend to raise money to pay hospital bills. So university students are at home because the university financing model has collapsed. These are people who are in anguish. These are people who are in distress. Instead of addressing the issues that concern them, you are on national television telling them we have a new vision.
Or 2063,
I think 34 years from now. I mean, surely. These are people who are literally struggling to put a meal on the table.
I'll be talking about that. You say Kenyans really want you to tell them stuff, what is going on, to warn them, to advise them, and that they give you information. But this question has been asked by many people since I put up the poster that we are meeting today, live. They ask His Excellency RIGATHI GACHAGUA, where does he get this intelligence from? You seem to have intelligence. Even
Kenyans, Professor, are very resourceful people.
Yes.
And Kenyans love their country.
Yes.
Kenyans have a lot of information, but very few people to trust. People don't want to trust you with information because, one, you can sell them, you can jeopardize their jobs, you can be given information, you go to sell it, you can get information, use it for blackmail. But along the way for the last 2 years, Riggy has earned the trust of the people of Kenya. That if you give him information, he will use it for the public good. And people of this country have also come to accept that Riggy is a truthful man. He's an honest man. And he's such a patriot, he means well for this country. Number two, that Riggy is fearless. If you give him information, it doesn't matter how sensitive it is. He's one man who does not fear William Ruto. Many men my age and below, I have seen them tremble at the very sight of William Ruto. I used to sit with him in cabinet, and men and women were trembling. You know, they are shaking they are shaking like a leaf. You know, at the very sight of the man, even before he has opened his mouth.
Grown-up men.
Grown-up men and women, trembling like a leaf, like Napier grass during a winter season. And the man has not even said anything, just entering the meeting. When he speaks and says, "What are you saying?" everybody would coil. And that's how we have lost our country, Professor. That's how we have lost our country. One-man show, and know-it-all, who cannot be advised by anybody, who cannot be asked any question by anybody. And that is why he had to get rid of me, because I was asking questions. I was telling him, this is not right. Let's not go that direction. the people of Kenya are opposed to it. For example, Finance Bill 2024. I told him in cabinet, Mr. President, the people of Kenya will not accept these measures. They are too harsh. They will not accept it. It will leave us with an egg on the face. My colleagues were trembling, wondering how dare RIGATHI confront the president. And that is when I became very vocal within government. He couldn't take it because he doesn't want anybody to give a divergent opinion. He doesn't want any contribution. He doesn't want any opinion, any idea. He wants everything he says, it must be done, even if it's against the national interest. So my cabinet colleagues would talk very freely in the cabinet committees that I chaired. They would express themselves.
But when the guys
and we agree when we go to the main cabinet, they'll back me up to reject some of these things. But when we reach there, oh, the men are trembling. They are so scared. We don't have a cabinet, I must tell you. It's a one-man show. You don't need a cabinet in Kenya as long as William Ruto is president. He advises himself. He decides what will happen. He implements everything. And he does all the wrong things because, I must tell you, he doesn't have time to run the country. The man is a serious business person. He's too busy making money. He's too busy making deals. He doesn't have time to run the country. Yet then he doesn't want anybody to assist him. He can't take no for an answer. He cannot take a divergent opinion. And that is how in 4 years, this country has sunk into a hole. That is the situation. So what has happened, Professor? Kenyans of goodwill trust RIGATHI, that he means well for this country.
And they give you information.
He is a patriot. And when you give him information, he only uses it for the public good. You know, many people are given information. And then they use it to extort money.
Yes.
They use it to blackmail people.
Yes.
But RIGATHI, you tell him something. Like now we had a problem. There is British soldiers who train in Nyanyuki.
Yeah,
Batuk.
Yeah.
They are called Johnnies. They have been around. Nyanyuki is not far from here.
Yes.
And that town is vibrant commercially,
yes,
because of the activities of the British soldiers. They come with a serious budget. They have employed more than 500 people, civilians, who support the activities. They have spurred the economy of Nyanyuki in terms of
yes,
hospitality, in terms of transport, in terms of supplies. Yes. So these people of William Ruto, many people around him, have decided, rightly so, that Ruto is one term. And time is going. And they have decided to make hay when the sun shines. In fact, they are using a balance that is injury time. I think it's a balance used in football. Yeah, when you have just a few minutes remaining, yes, yes, and the whistle can blow anytime. So these guys around the president, they have decided that it's injury time. And they must make as much as they could, to an extent now that they are demanding bribes from foreigners. So these contracts between the British and Kenya government had lapsed and required renewal. The Committee on Defense and Foreign Relations, chaired by Delson Koech, a very close ally of William Ruto. Between him and William Ruto, I'm told, they demanded 3 billion shillings from the British. And the British cannot understand why they should give a bribe. It's against their ethics and culture. They said no. So, and the Kenya government said, you go to hell. So they decided to relocate to Tanzania. But the British like here because, one, they like training with our soldiers. Again, the weather around Nyanyuki near the equator is very good. Yes. Again, the people of Kenya are very hospitable. They have been very happy to be here in Kenya. Yes. So I think they ask around, how do we bring this matter to public attention? And then they were advised. The only men who can get this information, yes, and use it for public good, who will not use it to extort money or to blackmail anybody. If you give him this information, it will be in public knowledge within a short time. And sure as December 25 is Christmas, yes, they look for me on Saturday evening around 4. Yes. I was in Meru. People sent some emissaries and we advised them how to come without getting known. Yes. And the matter was brought to my attention. Then, using my language and the power of communication, I packaged the message and gave it to the people of Kenya. William Ruto, I'm told, was mad. How did this guy know this matter? This matter has embarrassed us. Forget about that bribe. Renew the contract. The contract has been renewed. It's been renewed. But I'm told the soldiers had already left for Tanzania. So it's a bit of work now because they had already signed a new agreement with Tanzania. But Kenya has already signed the the contract. Nelson Koech was dispatched by William Ruto to go to all media stations to try to explain why they are not signed it. Then you wonder what happened between Sunday when I talked and Monday.
Yes.
All these concerns you were saying, were they addressed overnight? Which tells you, Riggy was spot on. And I want to thank the informants. They gave me good information. And I've asked civil servants, I've asked police, I've asked National Intelligence Service, I've asked people working in prosecutors to preserve my credibility because it's good for this country.
Yes.
I must remain credible.
By getting the...
I've asked people not to give me fitina.
Yes.
To give me credible information that is verifiable so that I retain my relevance and people can continue believing in me. So I'm also very careful. I also have a lot of information and I sometimes don't rush into it. I do a lot of cross-checking because the day I will mislead the people of Kenya, I will lose my credibility. And then there will be nobody to intervene for the people of Kenya.
But you talk about information as if it is just information. When you look at this one of the British thing, well, but look at the one of yesterday. Getting that kind of information, that's not just ordinary information.
No, it is not, but RIGATHI is...
That's very serious information.
RIGATHI
It can only come from the highest level.
It came from his office, right inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Right
is that
inside,
not worrying?
Right inside State House.
Is that not worrying?
Right inside State House. People are very dissatisfied. For the record,
yes,
officers of the Presidential Escort Unit have not been paid their allowances for the last 4 months. And that is dangerous for the president and the country. You cannot afford people guarding the president of the country when they are lamenting like other Kenyans. Yes. You know, when they are dissatisfied. There is a lot of dissatisfaction around the president. Officers who guard him are complaining. In fact, some were telling me, when you were deputy president, you used to intervene for us. We used to get our allowances on time. People who work in the president's presidential delivery service, they are complaining. They have no vehicles. They have no allowances.
But why? Why? And the office was given extra location.
The president is too busy to know what goes on. And he's not busy working for the country. He's busy working for himself. Again, of course, understandably so, the president has panicked. Information given to him by the National Security Council is that unless he performs a miracle, indications are he will be one term. That has been given to him. He has done polls, scientific opinion polls with reputable international firms, and he is 17–18%. And as a sitting president, it cannot get better, it can only get worse. So we have a president who has panicked, who is fearful of being removed as president in one term, and therefore he's making very irrational decisions. And again, he is being held hostage by all manner of characters who purport that they can help him. And because he's desperate, he allows people to do crazy things. Like now, what happened when I was attacked at Witima ACK Church in January. A member of parliament from this area and his wife had wanted me assassinated, thinking that if I am killed, William Ruto's problem in the mountain will be over. The problem would have multiplied 100 times if I was assassinated. Correct. But he has lost control. In Olkalau, he ordered that woman from Ranga to leave Olkalau. She refused. And there is nothing he can do. He is held hostage by a few members of parliament, a few cabinet secretaries who control the security sector, the fake deputy president. They hold him hostage. The man doesn't know what to do. In fact, I'm told this thing of yesterday, the Vision 2060, he was not for it. So when it backfired, he was up in arms. So he is a man who is desperate for a second term, is a man who has lost control. Nothing is working in the country. He is also too busy looking for money to sustain his campaign to an extent that the country is gliding to a halt. You know, that is the situation we are in.
You have said something about opinion polls from inside, from intelligence and so on and so forth. And indications you say are that he's losing. And for that reason, he has panicked. I just want to pick your mind on this issue of losing elections. What is your view, or what in your view should one do? Here you are a president seeking a second term, and it looks like you will not make it. What would RIGATHI do?
Nothing. You know, it has happened in Botswana.
Yeah,
it has happened in Malawi, in Ghana. This one-time thing now is a real thing in Africa.
What would RIGATHI do if your boys on the ground tell you, I'm there, here to raise?
Ordinarily, William Ruto was a good man.
Yes.
He would give up and just let it go.
What would RIGATHI do?
If I was in his position, of course, I would never be in such a position. If you give me the presidency, I will not lose it.
Yes.
You know, I was asking William Ruto before we parted, I asked him, Mr. President, doesn't it bother you that 2 years after being elected, you are the darling of the Kenyan people? People loved you, they believed in you. They are all shouting, you must go home. Doesn't it bother you? You say, no, elections are far away, my friend. You know, you don't have to do what is popular, you do what is right. I ask you, if the majority of the people who gave you the job, your employers are saying what you are doing is not right, how would you insist it is right? I asked him that question. And you both are that you are losing popularity every day. Because we started losing popularity when I was with him.
Yes.
After 1 year, because one of lies, you know, cheating people. You go and commission a road that has no budget. And you know, before you reach Nairobi, the excavators and the lorries have followed you to Nairobi. And people started getting very irritated. And I told him, boss, we are losing it. We are promising too much that is not doable.
Was that a strategy?
Yeah, I say, according to him, it was a good strategy. But I advised him, because it was my job, a constitutional duty to advise him, that we are losing it. Then we went to taxation, the housing levy, the finance bill, and I sat him down several times. I was a very good deputy, I must tell you. Very obedient, who cared for his boss, for the government, and for the country. And I sat him down, I said, boss, there's too much grumbling, and there's too much dissatisfaction, and it's becoming agitation, and it's not good for us, for the country.
Yes.
Let's sit down and look back and see, where did the rain begin to beat us? Please, let us call ourselves a small meeting and find out how we started losing. He couldn't listen. So when I insisted so much that we must listen to Kenyans, that we must agree to listen to them and take action on what they are saying, he became very, very agitated with me. And he started hating me. And he stopped talking to me. He stopped listening to me. By the time we were getting to the Gen Z protests, we were not on talking terms. Because I was telling him, boss, we are losing it. So when a decision was made to abduct these young people and kill them, I told him, no, I oppose that decision. I was the only one in the meeting in the National Security Council. Everybody else could not talk, they fear. I was the only man bold enough to say, no, I am a parent, I am a father, I am a Christian, I also know the Constitution. These young people, the Gen Zs, have a point. Let's listen to them. I don't think abducting them and killing them will solve any problem, it will make it worse. And of course, he couldn't take it. You remember after the 25th June protests, 2024, when the young kids stormed Parliament, and he issued a press conference at 9. He called them all manner of names. Yeah. He said they are treasoners, they are criminals, they'll be hunted down up and down. The following day, again, it's all known protocols. At the risk of looking insubordinating, I called a press conference and said, I don't agree with the president. These are not criminals, these are our sons and daughters. And I think they have a point they need to be listened to. By that time, our relationship had deteriorated.
Why didn't you resign?
Why should I? He had not given me the job. I was given by the people of Kenya. You see, if I was a vice president who was appointed and you disagree with your boss.
If he's messing the job and,
no. But he's not the one. He did not give me the job. I was given the job by the people of Kenya. Okay. The people of Kenya didn't have a problem with me. They wanted somebody who can speak for them. And I think the framers of the 2010 Constitution were right. You needed a deputy president who is elected, who can offer some oversight within government. And
protected by the law.
And protected by the law. And he could not take advice.
How long do you think it would have taken to sack you if it had been under the old constitution?
No, he would have sacked me from the first day. He didn't
just helping him to win?
He was just using me to win. He's a user.
You would not have finished a year?
No, I don't think so. He had a problem with me from day one. Because one, he hates the truth.
Yes.
Number two, he doesn't want anybody around him who has an opinion. He doesn't want anybody around him who thinks. He wants robots and data heads, people who just say yes, sir, and who cannot ask any question, who cannot give any contribution.
Yes.
He was happy for me to help him to become president. But he wanted a RIGATHI GACHAGUA who is running mate for the purposes of getting elected.
Elections.
But he didn't want a RIGATHI GACHAGUA who is a deputy president. He wanted a Kithure Kindiki who is a deputy president. A RIGATHI GACHAGUA who is running mate. You remember, yes. Kithure Kindiki wanted to be running mate.
Yes,
and
yes.
he said no.
Yes.
He knew the guy could not deliver the votes.
Yes.
So he needed a RIGATHI GACHAGUA.
But then when he will want a deputy president.
Then he decided now, let me have what I wanted from day one.
A deputy president.
A Kithure Kindiki who is a deputy president.
Yes.
A guy who would never say no. A guy who will say yes, sir. A guy who will not question anything.
Yes.
A guy who is not people-oriented. A guy who doesn't care for the people of Kenya. He's just looking after his own job and his own stomach and pleasing his boss. I was made from very different metal. And, looking in hindsight, I don't think I should have really taken that job as a running mate.
Well, looking back,
I think I didn't understand this guy well. I only understood him when he got power. I think he was too good an actor before he got power. He was a very good pretender.
Do you think Nani is surviving?
Who?
Before we come around to finishing this issue, people are really asking me to ask you.
Who?
Kindiki, will he survive?
He'll survive, but he'll be a very unhappy man because Ruto is through with him. A running
will
mate.
He be
running
kept to 2027?
He cannot impeach him because it will resonate very badly with him. He will look to be a very terrible person.
Not impeaching, I'm saying in terms of will he be his running mate next year?
I don't think so. A running mate, Professor.
Yes.
Let's be very practical about politics.
Yes.
You pick a running mate to help you mobilize votes.
Now, and
that's why he picked me. He needed the mountain vote. He needed a guy who is a serious mobilizer.
And that was you.
Who is believable, who can persuade people to vote in a certain direction. That's how he picked me.
Kindiki.
When I look at this mountain,
yes,
this mountain is through with William Ruto. Completely. He cannot get 2%.
So are you saying even if he were to remove Kindiki as running mate for next session, whatever, next election, and he will antagonize the mountain to the point
No, the mountain is already antagonized.
Whatever little he was going to get will disappear.
The mountain is already antagonized.
Are you telling me he cannot pick, say, Anwa Iguru, the gender cast?
Let me tell you, Professor.
Or pick, I've heard people like, you have mentioned people like GK.
Let me tell you, Professor.
MP Fondia, who look smart guys, can persuade the people of the mountain.
Let me tell you,
it's
Professor.
called karaoke.
I'm an expert in this mountain.
So there's karaoke, there's Anwa Iguru, there's Mwangiki Winjuri. Are you saying these people cannot help
Let me tell you, Professor.
Yes.
I know this mountain. I was able to help William Ruto to become president because I understood this mountain. And I guided him and he was listening.
And immediately after winning,
after he won, he became something.
You told me.
Yes, I was listening. Yes. And I guided him. I'll tell him, let non-Kikuyus not abuse Uhuru Kenyatta. The Kikuyus don't want one of their own to be abused by outsiders.
Yes.
And he would restrain Oscar Sudi, he would restrain Murkomen and himself.
Yes.
He would leave us to deal with Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
He would listen that time. When we disagreed, and I told him, you are the first president in the world to destabilize his own government. Why do you want to destabilize your own government? The foundation of your government is a mountain with 5 million votes. I can see you have quoted Raila Odinga. Why do you want to lose 5 million votes to look for 1.5? Doesn't look very wise. I told him this mountain, I know this people.
How secure that 1.5 as you speak?
I was telling you, no, it's not gone. We'll discuss it. There's nothing. And I told him, I warned him. I told him there's nothing. And I told him he will be a very miserable man.
You told him before he pitched you?
I told him, you don't leave what you are holding to go and look for something in the bush. I asked him, what kind of politician are you, Mr. President? We were talking.
Yes.
4 hours. I say, how do you leave 5 million votes in your hands in the pursuit of 1.5 that you are not sure of? I asked him. He said, no, I have a lot of experience, my friend. I've been around for 35 years. I became president against a sitting president. Don't joke with me. I know what I'm doing. You have no experience yourself. You are just a one-time member of parliament. You know nothing. I told him, Mr. President, I agree. I know nothing about this country. You know much more than I do. But in matters mountain, I know more than you do. You know nothing. Because you are not one of us. You believe you are one of us because we gave you votes. You are not one of us. You don't understand this mountain. I told him, the mountain hates betrayal. The sin of betrayal is not forgiven in the mountain. Once it has taken place, it has no remedy.
Because of what they went through.
It has no remedy. It's because of the freedom struggle.
Yes.
But the British were really hard on the Kikuyu nation. But the British would have been dealt with within a year. But it became impossible to deal with them because of betrayers.
From the inside.
The collaborators from inside. Because they are the ones who knew the valleys and the caves and who is who. So the Kikuyu nation was really brutalized by the British settlers because of betrayers. And the people of the mountain hated betrayal. It has never left them. It's part of their DNA. And I told William Ruto, my friend, you yourself, William Ruto, you are a beneficiary of the mountain's distaste for betrayal. These mountain people don't like you. They don't even trust you. But the fact that they think you are betrayed by Uhuru Kenyatta, and since they hate betrayal, they'll punish Uhuru Kenyatta and make you president. Not because they like you, not because they believe in you, but because they hate betrayal. And they don't like injustice. And they don't like somebody being mistreated for whatever it is worth. So these Kikuyus, these Merus, these Embus, decided to make you president to tell Uhuru Kenyatta, no, betrayal is unacceptable among our people.
Now,
so I told him,
yes,
if they punished Uhuru Kenyatta their own for betraying the son of another who is not their own,
now
if you betray their own and you are not one of them,
how will
they will punish you 10 times. I told him the way we are talking. He said, no, I'll take the consequences.
He told you he would take the consequences.
I said, I'll take the consequences. I said, my friend, I know these people. Don't destabilize your government. Don't destabilize your government. If you think I'm asking too many questions, just be patient the way Uhuru Kenyatta was patient with you for 10 years. For another 3 years, then you can change me and bring somebody else. But if you betray the mountain, you will not have peace for the remainder of your presidency. And this mountain will make you one term. He said, don't threaten me. That is blackmail. I said, it's not. I'm just being a truthful deputy. I'm your person. We were elected together.
It has been said.
I wanted us.
It has been rumored. Just like you get information, we also get a bit. That you are a bit disrespectful to the president. You even shouted. At times you banged the table. How true is that?
Well, when two men of similar age are arguing, it's normal for people to lose their temper. He was very abusive.
Yes.
If he abuses me, I answer back. In any case, he was elected, I was elected. We were elected, both of us. And my vote made him president. It's a vote he should have respected. And I was not being rude to him. I was just being truthful. Telling him, look here, hey, we were elected by Kenyans. They are losing faith in us. We'll be in trouble in another 3 years. Please, let's listen to them. Let's not kill children. Let's not abduct children. Let's not have extrajudicial killings. We promise people will not do demolitions and evictions. We are doing it. Please, let's not do it. We are overtaxing people. We need to let people have business. He couldn't take it. So I advised him, but he had been advised by some other people. Today, I'm sure he regrets. He was told, among the mountain people, crown ikitoka kwa kichwa ni mabati. These people of the mountain don't respect the person. They respect the position. Once he is removed as deputy president, he will not even be invited in federal committees. That is what he was told.
He was told like that?
Yeah, and he believed it because he doesn't know
Wamunyoro village akae.
No, he doesn't know our people. Yes. And when I was removed and there were no demonstrations, he confirmed. He thought it is true because ordinarily the other communities would have been in the streets.
Yes.
But the mountain people are very different. When they are angry, they keep quiet. If they are too angry, they sing. They sing. That's what happened. They were in shock.
Yes.
That a man they trusted, they made him president. He made a commitment he would never humiliate his deputy. He has not only humiliated him, but removed him from office. Yet this man was the custodian of their interest in the government, and he has removed him. They were so shocked. It took like a week for them to internalize what had happened. Then the second week, they started getting angry. The third, fourth week, they started singing. The fifth week, they started saying Ruto must go in bus. The sixth week, songs started coming up. The anger kept on building, the anger kept on building. Then he added insult to injury. He started now sending goons to attack me in church. He started sending goons to attack me in meetings. The people got even more angrier because he was doing what the British were doing. Not just persecuting a community, but being physical. The British were very physical against the Kikuyu nation. And they hate physical. If there is something that is very demeaning to the Mount Kenya people, is when you go physical against them. Because it's total act of humiliation.
It reminds them.
It reminds them
of that very bad past.
Of the British struggle. And you know, like now the old people in Olkalau, the old people, 80, 90, they were bribed, they could not listen. Because they were here during the fight for independence. They know betrayal. They know persecution.
Talking of betrayal, Mheshimiwa, there are those who say Rigathi Gachagua has understood his community so well in matters of betrayal. He's now using that card to demonize other Mount Kenya leaders.
Yeah.
So that we have Moses Kuria, Kimani Ichung'wah, and the smaller ones like Wamombi and the rest.
Let me tell you.
And now you are using that card of betrayal.
Not Professor.
And you have tried to...
I try to talk to those people.
You are painting them as if they are devils.
I try to talk to them as an elder.
Yes.
That you don't betray your people. They cannot take betrayal.
Yes.
During the colonial times, the collaborator was hated more than the British settler. That if a Mau Mau freedom fighter had one remaining bullet in his chamber, one, and he met a white soldier and a home guard, he would shoot the home guard.
The Ngati.
The Gati. Gati is home guard.
Yes.
It's Gati now in Kikuyu.
Yes.
You know,
you shoot the home guard.
You shoot the home guard. The home guard was more hated because he was one of their own.
Then why are you making leaders from your community who may not agree with you, why are you making them that hated?
It's not me. It is them who have betrayed their people. When William Ruto abuses the community and says they are tribalists and traitors from the community are clapping, what do people feel? When Aden Duale says the Kikuyu nation are hyenas, and these people who are with Ruto say nothing, what do you think the community feels? I'm actually having a crisis myself. In fact, I've had 2 crises in matters politics since I went to politics.
Yes.
When I was being removed from office, William Ruto offered me all sorts of inducements to resign. And many of my friends and allies thought I should resign in honor so that I get my dignity and my perks. And others thought I should allow them to impeach me. It was a very difficult decision for me.
Yes.
It was very agonizing. I'm having a similar problem. I want everybody from the community to come back home to the DCP. But the community is saying no. The community is saying no, we don't want traitors. Anybody who removed from office, we don't want. Anybody who passed Finance Bill 2024, we don't want. Anybody who has been organizing goons to attack churches and kill our people, we don't want.
But people can change.
I'm just saying me, I'm willing.
Why don't you explain to them that
I am
just like Saul became Paul, human beings change?
I am having a great problem. A great problem. I don't know what to do. I am of the opinion myself that we forgive them. Because at the end of it all, they are our children.
You can't convince the people.
And Ruto is a very deceptive character. And he can deceive anybody because he deceived me also. He deceived our bishops. Anybody can be deceived. And Ruto is such a con man. He can deceive anybody. I am appealing to other leaders and the community to forgive these people, but they don't want. Yesterday, a member of parliament who works with Ruto came to this gate here. I was learning 40 minutes later that he was manhandled by the public and chased away.
Oh.
Completely. He was told not to get anywhere near this compound. I was learning, I was just here. I did not know what was happening. I was learning later that a certain member of parliament from Laikipia had come to the gate wanting to see me. And the public, not my people or my security, the public who hangs around here. And they have now they are all over looking for traitors.
Yes.
Say these traitors now, because things are very bad, after Kalau, want to come, and we don't want them. I have called my team tomorrow night for a very candid conversation so that they can advise me what we do. I'll try to persuade them that for whatever it is worth, let's be magnanimous. For whatever it is worth, William Ruto is a deceptive character. He deceived me, Rigiji. I supported him, and I did not know he's that bad.
So that
he deceived the whole community. He deceived our bishops. He deceived our pastors. He can deceive anybody. That is my argument.
If they came, if the community agreed with you and said, okay, we understand you are our leader, you have told us we shall receive them, okay. Now they come and the DCP already has people on the ground who are doing DCP work and mobilizing, and they are good people. Will you give them a chance to compete against?
I wanted that is my wish.
For example, if somebody somebody washed himself clean, that and apologized, and you
that is my wish.
Would you allow him to run against somebody like Medu?
That is my wish.
Yes.
To allow them to come.
Yes.
And let the public decide whether to accommodate them or not. I think that is the best, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
That I don't reject them as a leader. I allow the public to reject them. The public is telling me, we don't want these people. And I'm telling the public, then why don't we allow you an opportunity during the nominations to pronounce yourself? They say, no, we don't want these people in our party. These are traitors. These are very bad people. They'll contaminate our region and our politics. We don't want to see them in our meetings. They are traitors. They have betrayed our community. They have embarrassed this community. They have allowed William Ruto to humiliate the community. They have allowed Aden Twale to call us hyenas. You know, they have allowed Kipchumba Murkomen to send goons and police to kill our children, to attack our churches, especially the attack on the Church of Christ. Yes. It's very painful to the people of this region, because basically 99% of the people here are very serious Christians, and they really, really respect the church. And the discreting of the altar, where goons and police stormed the church and attacked Christians, is a very painful thing to this community, to a point that they are feeling that anybody associated with Ruto should not go anywhere near them. But I'm trying to persuade them and say, look here, good people, this William Ruto is a master in deception and lies and conman.
Understand these people.
Yeah, please, even me, your leader, he conned me.
Understand and forgive them.
He conned me myself. All our bishops were praying for him and singing for him. He conned our bishops. He conned our reverends. Even these characters, these MPs, please, they are also victims of deception.
Yes.
Let's give them a chance to redeem themselves. The public is saying, no, these people have caused us
in the interest of time, let's talk about Olkalau briefly. Olkalau was big. I should say extremely big. What magic did you play?
Nothing, no magic.
And what lessons do you think this country can learn from Olkalau?
No magic in Olkalau. I did not even step there.
Yes.
I knew the outcome.
But it can't be 87%, sure.
No, I knew.
You've been in this country.
It would have been higher if William Ruto had not sent police.
GACHAGUA, you have been in this country. You have witnessed elections. Even at a time, people thought you were with Uhuru Kenyatta in 2002. When we thought Kibaki was going to get 100%, he never managed 70. He got 67 or 66.
This is a different election.
So, for you to get 87, that's not normal.
I'll explain to you why.
Yeah, please go.
This election
it's not normal.
that happened in Olkalau.
Yeah.
And the same will happen in 2027. It was not between DCP and UDA. It was not between Same, Kamau, Ngotho, and Mushina. It was a contest between the dignity of the community versus William Ruto. That is how serious it was. The dignity of
who framed it like that?
The people. Since William Ruto deceived the mountaineers,
yes,
people have been very bitter and angry. Since he betrayed them, they have been very angry. But he spoiled by attacking their churches.
Yes.
Attacking Christians in church.
Yes.
And then abusing them when in Nyanza.
Yes.
Calling them tribalists. The people of the mountain have been looking for an opportunity to redeem their dignity.
Yes.
And since they cannot fight William Ruto physically,
yes,
they wanted to redeem their dignity through the vote.
They waited for an opportunity.
Kalau
yes,
was God chosen for the people of the mountain. In fact, I must tell you, the whole mountain never slept. It's like everybody was voting. Yes. And the community was praying that the people of Kalau do justice on their behalf.
Yes.
And restore the dignity of the community. Mm-hmm. That is why William Ruto sent projects worth 14.5 billion.
He poured money literally.
For projects worth 14.5 billion. There was a train, 2 boats, transformers, water tanks, water pipes, grading of roads, tarmacking of roads, mattresses, blankets, giving a gas cylinder to every household, giving even shoes, and there was 1.5 billion shillings in cash. And people were just taking the money.
Including fare on the last day.
Fare, everything. There were some fellows called mobilizers.
Some lady was in Kwale.
Yeah.
On some field work.
Yeah, yeah.
Her fare was sent there.
There were some fellows called mobilizers.
Yes.
They were paid 2,000 shillings every day for 2 months. 9,000 of them. But when the voting came, 4,000 voted opposite. It was not about
And you
anything.
call that normal?
Yeah, it was about the dignity of the community. This community is a community that has pride because they work very hard and they believe in themselves. Their dignity has been defiled. Mm-hmm. The community has been deceived. They have been humiliated. They have been causing dignity by being fought physically. Their churches have been attacked. Christians have been harmed. It's a community under siege. A community that has been humiliated.
Are you therefore saying if...
And an opportunity came for them to tell William Ruto,
this is us.
You have money. Yes. You have power.
Yes.
But this is who we are. We don't need your money. We don't need your projects. We have our dignity. We want to tell you that we are a very dignified community. And for you to think you can buy us the way you bought members of parliament to remove a deputy president, we are priceless. And we want to show you that we are priceless. Let me tell you what is happening after Kalau.
Yes.
Every community, every constituency is saying they'll improve what Kalau did.
I was about to ask you, if that is the case, are you saying that if there was another by-election in Mount Kenya around here, Nyeri, where they will reproduce...
It will be worse. In fact, this election, there are 73,000 voters in Kalau. Mm-hmm. The voter turnout would have been 80%, were it not for voter suppression. Mm-hmm. The 41,000 votes were casted between 6 and 12 noon. After that, police goons were all over firing, scaring people. There was no voting. And nobody else voted. Yeah? If they had allowed voting to go on up to 5,
yes,
there would have been 80% voter turnout. I want to predict, and Professor, I pray God keeps us alive and healthy for us to have this conversation. I want to promise you.
Yes.
I want to promise you. 2027.
Next year.
Next year. 10th of August. The mountain people will wake up at 3. By 5, the queues will be 1 kilometer long. By 12 o'clock, they will have voted 95% voter turnout. And then everybody will retreat to protect the vote. I've had CS in charge of Buddhism and the state and the coordination of state terror saying that Kenyans should not protect their votes. That is the work of the police. They will protect because the police are the ones attacking people. When police attack people, what do you expect them to do? The police are supposed to protect life and property. In Kalau, people are not attacked by ordinary goons. They were attacked by police goons, armed to the teeth with AK-47 assault rifle, M16 automatic American rifles, and they rained terror on the people of Kalau. But the people of Kalau said no. They blocked.
So you say next year the people protect
95%.
What do you tell those who fear that Ruto may borrow a leaf from Samia Hassan of Tanzania and Museveni of Uganda? What they did during the election?
Kenya is not Tanzania. Kenya is a democratic country, and Kenyans are very resilient people. You can't push them for that long. The people of Olokala, there were 2,000 policemen there. They say no. The police vehicles were being frisked and searched by members of the public.
I saw.
It is that serious. And you know, Professor,
yes,
what gives me comfort, and I am telling my people not to worry, there will be no goons to interfere with the elections because every goon will be in his constituency, protecting whoever pays them. So you cannot have goons concentrated in one area.
Yes.
Number two, police cannot be a problem because they are not even enough. You need 2 policemen per polling station. There are 50,000 police stations.
So you are saying Ruto can...
He has no capacity to interfere with the election.
But
the people who carry their day.
People are asking me here, they are sending in questions on Twitter, and one of them, you don't know, the Anigakuna, W3P, whatever that is, at Anigakuna. What does he think about the rumors of a handshake with the president? And another one, Eric Krop, 9851, these young people at Eric Krop, 9851. Can he still work with Ruto either before or after 2027?
Well, all dreams are valid.
Yes.
I appreciate the frustration of Ruto and his supporters because the truth of the matter, I may be accused of arrogance, but I'm a truthful person. I like stating facts.
Yes.
The constitutional provision for 50+1, looking at our population, our demographics.
Yes.
The net effect is that you cannot be president without support of the mountain.
Yes.
And since the 2010 constitution, all those who have become president, they have become president through the support of the mountain. Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. Ruto has lost the support of the mountain. I persuaded him not to touch the mountain. He touched it.
Akaguza mlima.
Akaguza mlima. Na nilikuwa nimemwambia. Akajaribu kuambiwa na watu usiguze mlima. Akaguza.
Na nimeona mlima hapa.
Ikateleza.
Yes.
This mountain is gone and gone forever. In this community here, leaders don't tell people what to do. It is the people who tell the leaders what to do. If today I shook hands with William Ruto, that's the end of my political career.
The people will not follow you.
They will not. You follow the people. Ask President Uhuru Kenyatta. When he tried to force people to go to Raila Odinga, they said no. So and I followed the people that time. I listened to the people. I followed them.
So there have been very strong rumors, including your colleagues going to State House.
Let them go. Those who can go to State House and pick some money, let them go. But let them not share it with us because it is tainted money with the Gen Z blood. I don't want Ruto's money. Yeah.
Has Ruto approached you ever since?
He has not himself, but many people talk to me, whether on their own volition or whether they have been sent, I don't know. But my answer is straightforward.
Yes.
I didn't leave William Ruto. He chased me away. Okay? It's not me who abandoned him. Even bishops told me to apologize to him, although I've done nothing wrong. Against my conscience, my bishops forced me to apologize to him. And they wanted to see whether he's really a Christian. And I had done nothing. I said, Mr. If I've wronged you, please forgive me.
Yes.
He did it. So I did not go away from him. He's the one who chased me away. So the issue of me going to him does not even arise. He didn't need me. He was through with me because he had ODM. Okay? And he was arrogant. That time, Professor, that guy was arrogant. When I was talking to him there on the loan of State House, he was saying with ODM, I don't need anybody.
I'm okay.
You mountain people, don't blackmail me. Whom do you think you are? He was asking me. Whom do you think you are? With Raila's 6.8 million and my 7.2, I don't need anybody. He was arrogant, that man. And he was saying, I'm president. I have money. I have the system. I have ODM. Rigiji, whom do you think you are with your people? Go to hell. He was telling me. I said, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And I told him, you are a builder. I told him, you are a builder. I see you building a lot. But you are not behaving like a builder. I told him, because, I like using idioms.
Yes.
And figurative language, because he was not understanding. I said, Mr. President, let me, because I'm a student of literature, give you an example I think you can understand.
Yes.
What you are trying to do and what you shouldn't do and what you are doing. I said, you are a builder, I see you building a lot. When you build a house, Mr. President,
yes,
along the way you get more money, you need to expand it. Or you find the design was not good, you need to change here and there.
Knock here a bit and...
You do. I said you can change the roof and get a new roof. You can knock the windows to give you more light.
Yes.
You can change the ceiling and do gypsum.
Yes.
If it was wooden floor, you can change and put ceramic tiles.
Yes.
You can do the wardrobes. You can change the toilets and the doors. That you can do.
Yes.
But you don't touch the foundation.
You can't touch the foundation.
Unless you are through with your house.
Yes.
And you don't want it completely. I told you, Mr. President, the foundation of your government is a mountain. Don't touch. Unless you are through. And you don't want your government anymore. And you don't want to come back as president. My own words, I told him, the two of us. I said, don't touch the foundation of your government. Just the way you don't touch the foundation of a house. If you touch the foundation, you have lost the house. It has come to pass.
He told you no.
He was arrogant. Oh, what are you telling me? Where? What experience again?
He was arrogant.
Oh.
Even today as we speak, President Ruto displays...
No, it's a show.
Confidence.
It's a show, but in the meetings, he's like a chicken that is rained on.
Yes.
The man is worried, he's scared. One time is real. You saw him yesterday. He was shaken because I had pulled the rug under his feet. He wanted to come and cheat the people of Kenya.
Is there anything in the speech he moved?
Yeah, he could not even answer questions from the press because he wanted to come and cheat the people of Kenya that he has Vision 2060 or blah, blah, blah. I don't know what, a lot of nonsense. And I said, don't cheat the people of Kenya. You told them you have Hustler versus Dynasty. You don't talk about it anymore. People realized it was a con. You wanted to mobilize the poor against the rich in your support.
Yes.
You came and said you have bottom-up economic transformation. It has collapsed. You said you have Hustler Fund. You gave people 500 shillings to start business. It has collapsed. You came around, you said you lift people from the bottom of the pyramid to up. You have lifted nobody. You don't talk about Mama Boga anymore. You don't talk about Boda Boda anymore. Then when it collapsed,
he's coming up with a vision.
When it came up, then you talked about, you came about Singapore.
Yes.
Kenyans told you off. They told you it's a lie. Now, after all that has failed, you want to come and call Kenya about Vision 2060. So I called him out. I say the people of Kenya, don't listen to this man. It is deception.
Let's be a little more...
Let him deal with the real issues affecting the people of Kenya.
Let's be a little, just for a minute, very serious about this Vision 2060 the President talked about yesterday. He says we have built the foundation of our democracy. In short, to say we are doing well with our democracy and we can now do with the development. What is your take on this, this dichotomy? These people seem to say, let's focus on development, let's ignore politics. And Kwame Nkrumah told us, seek ye first the political kingdom.
I think the president...
What is your take on the two?
I think the President William Ruto,
yes, for
having conned Kenyans and getting elected as president through fraud, because
yes,
it was fraudulent.
Yes.
You know, when you cheat people, you can do this and that, and you have no capacity of doing it. And because Kenyans, in his view, are foolish, he still believes they are that foolish, that he can come and say that our democracy has succeeded. Where? When you have abducted young children for speaking out,
yes,
that is not democracy. When you have carried out extrajudicial killings, that is not democracy.
Yes.
When you have captured parliament and the Senate,
yes,
that is not democracy. He has killed all institutions of governance and oversight institutions.
Yes.
When meetings of the opposition are disrupted by goods and police, there's no democracy in this country. In fact, if there is one area William Ruto has failed, it's in matters democracy. How can he say that we have succeeded in democracy and we need to do some other things? That is where we are performing very badly. The man is a very serious dictator. And I'm shocked the other day Oburu Odinga, who for many years with his late brother, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the father of democracy in this country, shocked Kenyans the other day when you were saying that Ruto need to be a benevolent dictator. A dictator is a dictator, whether benevolent or not. So what he was saying yesterday is just trying to deceive the people of Kenya once more.
Yes.
But the good news is that Kenyans can see through him. By the way, his trust deficit is so high. He has lost credibility. In fact, I am not even worried when Ruto says that he'll have a manifesto. Nobody can believe him. Because all the things he promised he has not done.
Yes.
Projects have stalled. He has gone ahead to destroy what he found working.
Allow me to ask a question as you can, just so that you may continue. What if, between now and next elections, Ruto fulfills, this is a question I've been asking for a long time. What if he fulfills some of the promises? What will the opposition do? What if he does the Rironi Mau Summit Road? What if he uses this, what he called it what? There will be that conversation that they are launching on 12th. I think it's Wednesday the other week. What if he used that conclave, if we use Raila's name?
Professor.
How about if he used that to come up with relief for Kenyans?
There is no,
like knock down housing, say no,
it's not possible.
We don't want housing levy. Well, sure, we shall manage.
Nothing can work.
Will you be
he is on his last budget.
Will you be left hanging?
It is not possible, Professor.
Yes.
He is on his last budget.
Yes.
It's not possible to do anything in the remaining 1 year.
I'm saying,
no, but
supposing he did.
It's not supposing it.
Because you seem to be banking so much.
It cannot happen, Professor.
You seem to be banking so much on Ruto not fulfilling.
It cannot.
Supposing he does.
It cannot. Can he revive the Gen Zs he killed?
Oh no, that is a little different, of course.
He cannot revive the Gen Zs.
Yes.
Can he heal the wounds of those who are abducted and tortured?
No, of course not. You can seek for
the issues. Let me tell you, Professor, the issue is not even the hardware.
Yes.
It's the software. The social interventions. Can he fix the health system? He discarded a system that was working called NHIF that required some little calibration.
Here and there.
With some little money to make it work. He removed it to fund corruption. He brought SHA so that they can steal 104 billion shillings. SHA is not working. Kenyans want social things. Education. Free primary education of Mwai Kibaki. He's not able to fund it. There's no money. Free day secondary.
Supposing he now says from today onwards.
Where the budget has already been approved, the money is not there. Where will the money come from?
Only a few days ago, the president has said that university education is going to be free.
But that is just saying, Professor, that is just saying, where is the money in the budget to support that?
Supposing he can get some money.
It's just another lie. You know this guy, Mr. 6 months. He like postponing solutions, even when they are not feasible. Even this thing he said that university education will be free. It will be funded by what? We have the budgetary estimates for education.
Yes.
It is not provided. Where will the money come from? So what we are saying is this: the issue of the dignity of the payslip. He raided the payslip because of useless things like the housing program. Kenyans don't need government to build them houses. Kenyans want government to give services. Water, electricity, roads, drainage,
improve the economy,
sewage, security, and improve the economy. They'll build their own houses. Mwai Kibaki, the greatest president of our time, never did a housing program. But he did most houses than any other government that has happened. What did he do? He opened up the bypasses, put roads, water, electricity, sewage, drainage. The houses came up on their own through the private sector. In any case, this housing program, Professor, President has killed contractors, people who used to do houses for a living.
Now they are doing it.
They are doing nothing. It's being done by government. You know, it's being done by government. And these houses, people are paying for them, and they are using government land. Yeah? And people have paid taxes. Then they are sold to other people. So, if he stopped taxing people, yeah, you would give a relief to the payslip. And these are the things we are ourselves giving an undertaking to the people of Kenya, that will stop this housing nonsense.
So there are things you'll do, and Ruto has been saying you have no agenda. In fact, Matayo Abdul is telling me, ask Honorable GACHAGUA to tell Kenyans on your podcast, what else can he do for Kenyans, apart from talking about Ruto from Monday to Monday?
What we can do for Kenya is first removing Ruto because he is Kenya's problem. I mean, the fact that he is Kenya's problem. Yes. So what we can do for Kenya, first and foremost, before we can do anything else, is deal with the problem.
Yes.
Once we do away with the problem,
the problem is
we restore the dignity of the payslip. We do away with the housing levy. We do away with unnecessary taxation.
Yes.
Then we do away with unnecessary spending, where you are spending 17 billion shillings in State House to bribe voters. Yes. You know, that is the money that we shall use for development.
Yes.
We restore security in the country. We do away with the goonism.
Yes.
We make the National Police Service professional to provide security for the Kenyan people. We go back to factory settings on free primary education that was given by Mwai Kibaki. We go back to Leader Mama.
So there are things you can do.
Yeah, those are things we'll do. But we cannot do those things without removing William Ruto, because he's a problem. That is why.
But in order to remove William Ruto, Atinyeke Olwendo is asking, can he support Kalonzo Sifuna as presidential candidate in the next election?
Yes, I can. I have made it very clear that we, in the United Opposition, are very clear in our mind that Ruto needs to go to save this country.
Yes.
Because he is the greatest existential threat to this republic. For him to go, the formula that is sure bet is one single presidential candidate. I have committed that I'll support a single presidential candidate. I have offered myself as that person who should carry the flag.
Yes.
But I have said, if it is not me, if we talk among our colleagues and we agree on a formula, and for whatever reason it does not favor me, I am willing unconditionally to support whoever. Kalonzo Musyoka, Edwin Sifuna, Eugene Wamalwa, Fred Matiang'i, Martha Karua, whoever we agree on, I am hopeful it will be me. In case it is not me, I'm open. I'm so open that I will support whoever it is.
Many people ask me to ask you that, ask Rigiji, he's worked so hard. In the group, he's visibly the most hardworking. How then does he consolidate all these votes from the mountain and then deliver them to another person?
I can, because, Professor.
Yes. It is disturbing some people.
I have admitted before the people.
Because there are many people.
I have admitted to the people of Kenya.
Yes.
That to a great extent, I'm responsible for the mess that is in this country. Because, against the advice of President Uhuru Kenyatta, I supported William Ruto to become president.
Yes.
Many Kenyans did not want him. Northeastern rejected him.
Yes.
Western rejected him. Nyanza rejected him. Nairobi rejected him. Eastern rejected him. It is the Mountain Kenya people and I, and the church, who supported William Ruto to be president. So we must also take responsibility that we are responsible to a great extent of messing up this country. Because had we listened to Uhuru Kenyatta, that this man is not good for the country, and supported somebody else, probably the country will not be the mess it is in. So what I have decided, and that is why I work so hard, and it's good for me to explain to the people of Kenya.
Yes.
Just like I bear the greatest responsibility of creating the mess the country is in, I equally bear an even greater responsibility to sort out the mess. On behalf of Kenya, I am that patriotic. I am working so hard to make sure that I correct the mess that I created. And I have persuaded the mountain people that themselves and I are responsible for the mess in the country.
Yes.
And we have agreed with the mountain that in case it is not me, the mountain will support to a man whoever we agree, so that we correct the mess we created for this country. We have a responsibility. We owe it to the people of Kenya. And as the leader of the mountain, I am leading from the front to do everything possible. Professor, today I've done 7 meetings. Yesterday I did 9 meetings. Tomorrow I'll do 2 big public rallies. I'll go to another meeting. I don't sleep because, Professor, I have guilt. I feel terrible. But I regard GACHAGUA, a political scientist, could have made such a great mistake not to see through William Ruto. He deceived me. I didn't see through it. I feel terrible that I, a guy who is so experienced in politics, in fixing politics,
Yes.
was duped like ordinary Kenyans to support a man thinking that he's an angel, thinking that he can sort out the mess in this country. And I led my people in the mountain to put the country into a ditch. I feel that I owe it to this country to work extra hard to undo,
like
damage.
Paying the debts,
and clear, so that now Kenyans can forgive us. Be on the mountain, they can say RIGATHI and the mountain people.
So you can
support. You created a mess for this country. You have sorted it out.
Support somebody.
Now I have no problem.
In whose hand would you feel safest, you and your community, among all these people?
That is a conversation that is going on here in Wamunyoro.
And I'm about to ask you about that conversation.
That conversation is ongoing. I cannot tell you the conclusion because I have not concluded. But I can tell you it is central in our discussion. It is central.
In whose hand you must...
This mountain is having an issue of trust. Our trust deficit is quite high.
So when I ask you...
The mountain is not very trusting now because William Ruto really disappointed these people because they trusted him. They went to support him without an agreement, without a political party. And then he turned against us, deceived us, betrayed us, and then started persecuting us. So the community is very worried and is very apprehensive in trusting anybody who is not from here.
You'll give some leakage.
So the discussion that is going on, RIGATHI, we feel safe in your hands. Please lead us. But in case it is not possible for you to lead us for William Ruto to go home, if the formula to make sure Ruto goes home needs somebody else, let's be careful.
With 1 hour and about 16 minutes into this live broadcast, we have about 6,000 of you following live. That is huge, and we thank you very much for being part of this live broadcast. Those numbers, Mheshimiwa, I think you've done many shows for live events like this. Those are huge numbers. It means many people, because some come in and get out, and we are really grateful to our viewers, and the courtesy of you, we also thank you very much. Now, before I press you harder on that issue, Mark Ocheng, these guys, these young people, at Mark Ocheng 7523, Professor, please ask RIGATHI, with due respect, why is he always talking about Mount Kenya, yet he claims to be a national leader?
I'm talking about Mount Kenya because Mount Kenya and I are responsible for the mess that is in the country. That is why Mount Kenya is very important, because it has put the country into a ditch. And Mount Kenya has to undo that damage. So we have to talk about it. Because it bears the greatest responsibility for the mess the country is in. That is why it is so central. I was just telling you before you asked that question. There is an issue of the trust deficit. The mountain is very jittery. This route of betrayal is very painful to the mountain. Followed by persecution of the community, attack of churches, attack of leaders by armed goons who did, persecution of the community, destruction of businesses, sacking of their sons and daughters from KRI and the police and the military. It is very heavy on the community.
Is that true, really?
It is true. It is true. So there is the issue of the trust deficit, but they are also realistic enough that we cannot make it alone. We must work with other Kenyans. And therefore, in the event that we need to back somebody else, the discussion is going on. Where do they feel safe? That discussion is going on.
It's going on.
It's going on. It's a serious.
How many days
it's an issue.
There were 45.
I added 45 today, but I've added 10 days because I was away.
Any tentative report?
No, not yet. I was 2 days in Olokalawa, one for the celebration, one for the funeral. I was in 4 days in Embu and Meru. When I got alarmed about this talk about dividing the mountain, and I needed to go and check whether it is real or not.
What did you find out from there?
No, nothing. Nothing can divide the mountain.
Ruku is not going anywhere?
Oh, nonsense. People are solid.
Ruku and Kindiki cannot get part of the Mount Kenya, like Mount Kenya East?
People are solid. The mountain is one. And the ordinary people are even more aligned to that agenda of the mountain being one than even leaders. They know the danger of being divided. More you used to divide us, and we had very catastrophic consequences when we had divided the mountain. We lost in 1992, 1997 because
so they will not repeat
it will
that.
never happen. Nobody can divide the mountain. I have said
they will face the mountain.
Dividing the mountain is like cutting a mugumu tree with a laser blade.
It won't work.
These people will face the mountain when they're united.
So when you went to Meru, you confirmed that?
I went and came back. There is no issue, none at all.
These good viewers of ours are asking, when is Rigiji visiting Rift Valley? More so Murkomen's backyard, Elgeyo Marakwet, and the presidency was in mission.
Well, I will when I interrogate security.
Yes.
Murkomen has been unleashing terror on me in my own home in the mountain. So I don't know whether they will allow me to face the Kalenjin nation.
But that's Kenya.
I don't know if they have been unleashing violence on me. Are
you willing to try?
Yeah, I will try. I am a fearless person.
Yes.
I have invitations to visit the South Rift.
How can the son of Mau get to
go to Emurua Dikil, to go to Bomet, to go to Kericho?
Yes.
I also have an invitation to go to Elgeyo Marakwet,
yes.
Kamarini Stadium on Mashujaa Day. I have a standing invitation. I am analyzing that. I have an invitation to go to Garissa, where Duale said I should never step. You will go? I'll go to Garissa.
Let's take the last question here. What is Gachagua's position on the revelations by Junet Mohammed that they were paid millions to impeach him?
Well, that is common knowledge, everybody knows. Rigiji had committed no crime. Yes. He had not violated the constitution. Yes. William Ruto wanted to get rid of me.
Yes.
But since I held a constitutional office, it could only be done either through death or impeachment.
Yes.
They had tried to kill me twice. Once in Kisumu through poisoning.
Yes.
Once here through poisoning, it didn't work. Then they decided
this poisoning thing, is it politics?
Yeah.
Is it politics or is it true?
No, it's true. It's true. Twice. So they decided to get rid of through impeachment.
Yeah.
And they bribed senators, they bribed MPs. Everybody knows.
Yes.
I even wonder our judges, because they live in this country, when they make some of these conclusions, I don't know what it is all about. So what Junet is saying, what Jalango is saying is in public domain, and I trust the Court of Appeal judges will take judicial notice of what is being said in public and make the right decision that we were removed in office unconstitutionally. In fact, the High Court pronounced itself that the process of removing us was unconstitutional.
Yes.
Then went ahead to have a constitutional absurdity by saying the process of removing Rigiji was unconstitutional, but the product of that unconstitutional process stands.
And they gave you 50. Can you share?
I can't take it. I don't need money.
You didn't take it?
I am not interested. You cannot compensate my rights with money.
Do you still have hopes in the process?
Yeah, I have hope in the process. I believe the Court of Appeal will grant justice, and the process is ongoing.
Yes.
Yes, ongoing.
Any prospect for Limuru 4?
No, not necessarily. Wamunyoro is
shut the path for...
It has changed from Limuru to Wamunyoro.
Oh, the center has moved.
The center has moved. Yeah. So where decisions will be made. Yeah, in Wamunyoro.
The center has moved from Limuru to Wamunyoro.
Everybody comes.
So after these 55 days,
everybody comes to Wamunyoro now. We don't have to go to Limuru.
Yeah.
Decisions, concerning our people will be made here.
There are people who have been looking at the political map and saying it does appear like Kenyans want youthful leaders, Kenyans want change, Kenyans want people who are tough, Kenyans want no-nonsense people, especially fearing Ruto could play games. And initially they had wanted Matiang'i for that, but somewhere along the line, I don't know, they are saying he faltered. I don't quite know. He's my friend. So that leaves, according to them, Rigathi Gachagua and Sifuna. And they're asking, in the event that he's not cleared to run for office, would he pair Sifuna with Medu? Is it a possibility?
I like crossing bridges when I reach there.
Yes.
As far as I know, I'm a candidate. I have not been barred from running because Article 99, Sabbatical 3 says nobody can be barred from running for office until you exhaust all the legal remedies available by law. There are two remedies remaining for me, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. As far as I'm concerned, it has been learned before. Ruto, they had issues at the ICC. And the high courts allowed them to run because you cannot be denied the right to vie when you have not exhausted the available remedies that are given to you. Yes. So I believe I'm still a candidate.
Yes.
In the unfortunate event that I'm bad,
yes,
we'll cross the bridge when we get there. I don't want to be speculative. But now I can tell you whether I'm running or not.
Yes.
I'm a player in this equation. My party is strong.
Are there challenges within the opposition you see that could derail your efforts at having one candidate?
I don't see, because when I listen to the people of Kenya,
yes,
they want us to have one candidate. Anybody who doesn't align with the people of Kenya will become obsolete.
Yes.
You remember too, when Mwai Kibaki was agreed on,
everybody
and Simino Yachai went on his own. He went on his own.
Yes.
History will repeat itself. I can tell you from where I sit. So anybody who deviates from this single presidential candidate, thinking you will be God your own, you will be a non-starter. You get a few hundreds, a few thousands here and there, and you become obsolete.
The reason why I'm asking this question of one candidate, you people make it appear like all you need is just one candidate.
Yeah.
Is it not also a question of the caliber of that one candidate? The sort of person he has. Even if, for want of other things, let's just say even the energy levels. Because a presidential campaign is not a job. Look at the energy you need even just to receive visitors in this hall and to do the rallies you say you are doing and the meetings you are doing. Are you convinced that it's just a question of...
I think when we get to the negotiation table,
yes,
these are issues to be considered.
Yes.
In my view.
Yes.
Like myself, I'll say,
yes,
nobody can steal an election from me. I have demonstrated in Olkalau.
Yes.
It was stolen in Malaba.
Yes.
It was stolen in Bere. It was stolen in Emurua-Dikil.
Yes.
But where I had a candidate, my own candidate,
yes,
I was able to stop it. We'll be able to argue before our colleagues.
Before your colleagues.
The capacity to mobilize resources.
But you would agree with me.
Yeah, no, it's an important factor.
The quality of the candidate.
No, even
important.
Removing a sitting president,
yes,
it's not a walk in the park.
Yes.
That is why we are calling on everybody to put in hard work.
Yes.
Everybody must put hard work. There is no shortcut to hard work.
There must be.
And there is no replacement for effort. And that is why on my end, I am putting a lot of effort. Yes. I'm working hard. And I want to say I'm pleased that Kenyans have noted that I work hard. Yes. Because I can see on online.
Yes.
Kenyans are saying, Rigi works hard.
Yes.
And you want everybody to work hard. So I'm happy that Kenyans acknowledge my commitment yes. to this struggle to liberate this country. My commitment, my ability, my capacity. I work hard. I work like a young man. I'm 62 years. Oh. But even my young guys, sometimes they ask me to slow down. We go for a break. I say there is no break.
Let's continue.
Yes, removing Ruto is a non-stop 24/7.
So
you cannot go on break, because if you falter a little, the guy will come back.
Yes.
And my concern and my worry,
yes.
and I've told my supporters, if you look the extent to which this guy is going,
yes.
the level of impunity, when he needs votes,
yes.
what if he comes back and he doesn't need votes? He'll kill all of us.
Yes.
At least now he's a little bit hesitant
yes.
to harm us. If he went for a second term, he'll harm us. If he is attacking churches when he wants votes, a man who wants votes, Professor,
yes.
is attacking
churches.
Of Christ.
Yes.
What if he doesn't need votes? What will happen to this country? If a man who needs votes has unleashed goons to terrorize Kenyans, what if he doesn't need votes?
5 years.
If a man who needs votes is selling public assets without caring, what if he comes back and doesn't need votes? If a man who needs votes is getting on top of a vehicle and abusing communities, what if he doesn't need votes? This man will be a terror. There will be no country.
And therefore,
he'll take everything from everybody.
Your view that
he'll take our land and our women.
He must be stopped.
He must be stopped. Because when you look at the level of impunity,
yes.
the man is a daredevil.
Yes.
How does a man who needs votes rain terror on Christians inside church? And he doesn't care. He sends people inside church to yes. attack them, and he needs votes. A man who needs votes sends askaris and policemen to beat voters in a by-election, and he needs votes next year. A man who needs votes is getting everything stolen.
Does that speak to his courage and confidence, or lack of proper understanding?
Whom he is. A guy is whom he is. He is not able to restrain himself. His appetite for public land is insatiable. He is not able to restrain himself even when he needs votes. His appetite for sale of public funds is insatiable. He is not able to restrain himself even when he needs votes. The brutal man he is, he's not able to restrain himself, that he is sending police and goons to attack Christians inside church when he needs votes. The brutal man he is sending policemen to rain terror on women and everybody during an election, during the day, without caring.
Yes.
Because he is brutal internally. He's not able to hide the viciousness. That's him. That's a character in him. And he's not able to suppress it. It's only that he was able to, why as deputy president he concealed, is because he didn't have power. If he had power, he would not have been able to conceal. With the power that he has, he controls the instruments of violence.
Yes.
He controls the public resources. He's not able to camouflage whom he is as a person. But then you can imagine, I think he's trying to a certain extent. What if he got elected?
But people are also
he doesn't need votes.
People are also saying this regime man is tough.
Tough in terms of?
Tough like you are domineering.
No. I'm just responding to situations.
Like in the mountain here, if you don't...
I am just responding to situations.
If you don't recognize Rigji, you are...
No, it's not Rigji.
You don't survive.
It's not Rigji.
Yes.
It's the unity of the mountain. You know, the mountain, for us to be relevant, for us to be part of the national conversation,
yes,
our relevance is based on our unity.
Talking about relevance...
And our numbers. So if you allow...
yes.
William Ruto and his cronies to divide the mountain, this mountain becomes useless. Nobody will even talk to us. Our vote is only useful when it is one. If it is divided into Mount Kenya East and West, it's useless. That is why, on behalf of the community, as a custodian of the community,
yes,
I fight with my life to preserve that unity.
For the community.
And it's not it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. I don't have any position, professor. I don't have a salary. I just work for the community.
The community must also... really, so to speak, get something out of this arrangement. For example, in the event you are not...
yeah, absolutely.
And they don't have a candidate.
Absolutely. When that thing Ruto was fighting, is why I don't know, shares, Nini.
Yes.
Politics is about interest.
You have no regrets about the shares?
Oh, nothing whatsoever. It's the way governments are formed. If for whatever reason I'm not running and we have to support somebody else,
yes,
what is there for us?
There must be something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We don't just give votes like that.
Let me pick one thing. In the election of 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta said the Mount Kenya people are not running for president. They must have the very least running mate and Nairobi governor. Are you thinking along those lines?
I have not gotten there. And I don't want to speculate.
Yes.
I am a presidential candidate.
Yes.
If for one reason or another my colleagues persuade me,
yes,
that if I'm presidential candidate, William Ruto will come back, I'll sacrifice my ambition. Because William Ruto must be removed.
Yes.
Because he's not good for this country.
Yes.
And if he comes back, he will destroy this country. He'll kill people. He'll maim children. He'll steal everything.
So there will
be no country.
Yes.
So for that reason, Rigji is willing to sacrifice his presidential ambition to make sure that William Ruto is one time.
What is the minimum he will take after that?
We'll discuss. Governments are formed through discussions.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, I am not the presidential candidate.
Yes.
And I need to support somebody else. There must be some concessions, some consideration. If we make you president with our 8 million votes,
yes,
what is there for us?
There must be something for you.
Guaranteed minimum return for our cash crops.
Yes.
Completion of stored projects. Good prices for coffee, tea, and milk. Market for our agricultural projects.
Yes.
Security for our businesses.
Yes.
A good tax regime.
Yes.
There will be interest for the mountain people that I will negotiate with whoever. If it ever comes to that, I'm a tough negotiator. I did not negotiate with William Ruto. I negotiated in a very simplistic manner.
You trusted him?
I trusted the man. I said, worst mistake I've ever made since I was born. And I regret that.
So
mistake.
In the event you are not a candidate,
I was very green.
You put in a hard bargain.
I was green and naive.
Yes.
And it has cost my community dearly, and I really regret. And I have apologized countless times to my community that I went to a wedding without a plan. I went to a wedding without my own vehicle.
Yeah.
I was a bride. I went to the bridegroom's car. And then reaching the river told me, get out and get off and go away. And I really regret that I was very naive.
Yes.
I was very trusting. I was very nice.
Yes.
You know me, I'm a Christian. You know, I'm a husband to a reverend.
Yes.
So when somebody comes and says he is saved, I am normally very mellow. I just agree to whatever I'm being told. But once bitten, twice shy, I want to assure my people,
yes,
we will never get there if I'm not the one who will support whoever and he'll win. And by the way, Professor, let me say here for the record.
Yes.
Whoever this mountain supports in the next election
will be the president.
Will be the president. If the RIGATHI will be the candidate, obviously he will be supported by this mountain. He will be the sixth president.
Yes.
In case Kalonzo Musyoka is the flag bearer,
yes,
with the support of this mountain, he will be president.
Yes.
In case it's Dr. Fred Matiang'i, he will be president.
Yes.
Edwin Sifuna, Eugene Wamalwa, Mother Karwa, name it.
Yes.
I want you to take me to task on that one next year. Look for me in October and say, RIGATHI, you told us that whoever is supported by this mountain will
I
be
remember
president.
arguing with you.
I told you.
In the last election.
Let me tell you.
And you called me to tell me you had won and you understood the mountain.
I understand. This mountain vote.
Yes. You understand?
One, this election will be different.
How?
They will not come out to vote for somebody. They'll come out to vote out somebody. And in the process, elect somebody else.
Yes.
Because for you to vote out somebody, you must vote somebody.
Yes.
But the motivation to wake up is to vote somebody out. Somebody who has betrayed them, somebody who has deceived them, somebody who has humiliated them, somebody who has persecuted them,
yes,
somebody who has abused them and gotten his friends to abuse them.
Yes.
They'll come out to vote somebody out.
Yes.
And it will be ferocious. For the mountain, voting out somebody is more sweeter than voting in somebody. Yeah, they relish. They really enjoy voting somebody out. They'll come out to vote somebody out.
Yes.
They'll also come out to vote out the traitors of the community. All of them. None will survive, Professor. And you'll ask me, you'll call me.
Traitors.
Fulani ameanguka. Nani Kimani Ichung'wah nyumbani. Nani nyumbani. Nani nyumbani. Nani nyumbani. In the process of voting William Ruto out,
yes,
the mountain will vote somebody else in. So once we agree,
yes,
it's RIGATHI. If it's not RIGATHI, it's my cousin Kalonzo Musyoka. It's not my Kalonzo Musyoka, it's my cousin Eugene Wamalwa.
Yes.
It's my other cousin, my younger cousin Sifuna.
Yes.
It's my other cousin Matiang'i, whoever. And it doesn't have to be cousins. Even if it is agreed as our in-laws from the Ma, even if it is whoever. Once we have agreed, and we'll agree. Because among my colleagues, when we sit, something comes out. We all look at things differently, by the way. We disagree on many issues.
Yes.
But there's one issue we all agree, and there is no dispute, and there is no argument.
Yes.
That everybody must agree we shall have one single presidential candidate. And all the players have committed that if it's not me, I'll support whoever it is. And that is why I'm happy. That's why I'm even not bothered. Even when people don't see us together, we don't have to be seen together because that commitment is there. And from where I sit,
yes,
with my little experience,
yes,
I have persuaded my colleagues, and I believe I'm right, that the only way to win this election is to consolidate regional blocks.
And then we put them together.
Then we put them together. Then we urge the payslip holders. We urge the agencies. We want to beat this guy by a margin of 6 to 7 million so that he doesn't even have to go to the Supreme Court, you know? And if everybody can consolidate, and I'm very happy with what is happening in Western Kenya last weekend. I was very happy.
Okay.
And I really called Sifuna. I said, my younger brother, my cousin, A1, continue. Consolidate Western. Consolidate Nyanza. I have consolidated the mountain and the Ma and Nairobi. That's what I'm consolidating myself.
Yes.
I'm consolidating the mountain, Nairobi and the Ma. and you have found me working on the MA. And I'm doing well. I without praising myself, I think I'm doing quite well. And the result in Olokalao was a reflection that we are doing well. You know,
is the Western Front doing well?
Yeah, they have started well. And the vibes are good because I was in Western. And people wanted to see Rigiji because they associate Rigiji with the change that they desire.
Yes.
They were very happy to see me. I could see their one term.
Yes.
But the leaders there had not put their act together to do political consolidation.
Does Mudavadi with the Wetangula and the Paranya and perhaps somebody, do they have what it takes to stop this new wave in Western?
Nothing is unstoppable. You know, I was in this wave,
Yes.
I know Western a little. In 2002, I was personal assistant President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
And Musalia Mudavadi was with the opposition. Then he was persuaded by Moi to cross over to Kanu.
Yes.
He was appointed vice president. He could not stop the wave that was in Western.
He was removed by Reverend.
He even lost his seat in Sabatia.
Yeah,
as vice president.
Yes.
In 2007, Mude Awoli lost his seat.
Correct.
Because of not being with the people. The mood I saw in 2002, because I was in Western with Musalia and Uhuru Kenyatta campaigning.
Yes.
What I saw there 4 weeks ago is worse. The wave is bigger than it was in 2002. Where Musalia or Paranya, they cannot stop that wave.
Talking of waves, we have half a second, I'm told. In that half a minute, let's make it half a minute. Do you see your team creating the equivalent of the 2002 wave that brought Kibaki to power, sweeping Moi and
the wave in 2027 will be 3 times the wave in 2002. The reason, the wave in 2002, and I was right in the center of it, was against Moi's project.
Yes.
So it was not very ferocious. It was against a project. This 2027 is against the sitting president. You know, the wave per se was against Moi and Uhuru in shared.
Yes.
Moi was leaving and
Uhuru was coming.
And was stopping Moi's project because he thought Uhuru would continue with what Moi was doing.
Yes, yes.
This one they want to stop Ruto himself. That if he comes back,
the wave is going to be bigger.
Oh, 3 times bigger. I can tell you we'll beat with them Ruto. And we can bet between 6 to 7 million. What
percent do you give Ruto as we wind up? When he has done the best.
He is at 17.
Yes.
It cannot get better, it can only go down. And of course, Olokalao, why we are celebrating Olokalao?
Yes.
They're asking, why are these guys celebrating Olokalao?
Yes.
4 things. 1, William Ruto's dirty money means nothing in our politics next year. We are very happy and we are celebrating.
That's spread across the country.
Because we were fearing that his money could be a problem. Yeah. What happened in Olokalao tells us his dirty money means nothing. Number 2, why we are celebrating is that you cannot deceive people with development projects. You cannot deceive them. These people they are beyond deception. Yes. You cannot come and start a road there, do some empowerment program, give people gas cylinders, and you think you can persuade them. That is nothing.
Yes,
Number 3, and most important, is that the voter turnout in the mountain. The largest voting bloc in Kenya will be very good, which is good for the election.
Yes.
You know, I am persuaded the way I saw in the by-elections. Number 4, and the most important, it was proven in Olokalao that nobody can steal an election. A determined population will stop a dictator and his system from stealing an election. I saw it with my own eyes in Olokalao. You know, election was stolen in Bere when we were here. So we learned. And I'm telling people, I was celebrating the loss of Bere with my people.
Yes.
Had we not lost in Bere,
you would not have learned.
Probably William Ruto would have surprised us in the general election.
Yes.
But we saw the way they stole in Bere. With those lessons, we now organize ourselves.
In Olokalao.
In Olokalao. That Olokalao template,
yes,
we are going to have it in the whole country. In fact, I'm forming 20 teams from Olokalao that can go across the country being trainers of trainers on how to protect an election. And we are also inviting our colleagues to send people to benchmark in Olokalao. I have 20 teams of 10 each. They will be able to go. And I've told my colleagues where you need people to come. And they are saying, send us teams.
Yes.
We want to do things the Olokalao style. How do you protect an election from being stolen? That's why they are saying we are celebrating every day. Oh, one win. Why are they celebrating? We are not just celebrating the win. The win is not part of it. It's the implication.
So you are saying Ruto should be worried?
He should be worried. He should be preparing on how to go home.
Mheshimiwa Rigathi.
Yes, and Professor.
We are really honored.
Thank you.
It's a very nice conversation.
Asante.
Kenyans have listened and heard you.
Asante.
And you can understand why they were asking me and pushing me.
Yes.
We have not heard anything until we hear from the man of Wamunyoro.
Yes.
And so we thank you very much. We also thank our viewers. Those numbers you have posted, and you'll continue watching and sharing the video when we upload it. We thank you very much. And thank you very much. And on behalf of my team, we say thank you to Reverend
Asante,
Madam of the Home,
Asante,
for welcoming us.
And welcome for dinner.
This good. Thank you very much.
This is hii boma ya mfalme wa Mlima.
Yes.
Na hapa iko chakula mingi.
Iko chakula kwa mfalme.
Na baridi ni mingi. Hapa tunazuia baridi na chakula.
Na chakula. Na nilikuta watu chakula imejaa kweli kweli.
Hapa ni boma ya mfalme.
Kwa hivyo tutakula.
Mtakula vizuri.
Asante sana, vijana wamesikia. Hata kama hamuonekani kwa kamera, unaona timu yangu ni kubwa.
Yes.
Na hata wale nilijaribu kuacha walisema hapana. Kama ni hata nilikuwa mpaka nimekuja na gari mbili.
Wamekaribishwa Wamunyoro.
Asante sana.
And you always welcome.
Thank you very much.
You are also our cousin. So this is
yes, kabisa. I'm also an in-law.
Asante.
Yes.
I know you are married from here to Mutumu.
Yes.
Lakini usiende kulala kwa in-laws is a taboo in our community.
It's a taboo.
You cannot sleep at your in-laws. You can visit up to 5 minutes to midnight, then you have to leave.
Niondoke. So nirudi Nairobi.
Urudi Nairobi ama utafute pahali ya kulala badala usilale kwa.
Asante. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Asante.
Good.